You wake up in your room, same walls, same ceiling fan, same cracks in the paint, except something's off. You can't explain it. The drawer that's always been stiff slides open too easily. Your phone's wallpaper is something you don't remember setting. And for a single moment, just a flash, you get this deep, gut-sick feeling like you've been moved. Like someone paused a simulation, adjusted the scenery, and pressed play again, but forgot to fix all the details. Welcome to the part of reality you're not supposed to notice. This isn't déjà vu. This isn't a dream. This is the bleeding edge of a broken code. Here are the darkest, most mind-bending glitches in existence, and what they might mean about you. The dead internet theory. You're online, scrolling, liking, commenting, but suddenly it hits you. Why does everything sound the same? Why do YouTube comments read like they're all written by the same 5 people? Why does that Reddit thread with 80K upvotes sound like it was composed by a bot trying to sound human? According to the dead internet theory, the web as you knew it died years ago. Real users have been replaced by bots, vast swarms of AI-generated content, likes, comments, even videos. The goal? Control the narrative, flood the space, drown out real voices. The scariest part? You might be one of the only humans left online, or you're not real either. Think about it. When was the last time you saw a truly unexpected opinion go viral? Something raw, something unfiltered. Now imagine a world where 95% of what you see is pre-programmed. Not to inform you, not to entertain you, but to shape your thoughts in ways you'll never notice. This isn't a glitch. This is the patch. You just weren't supposed to remember the older version. The man who vanished from a plane. July 2017. A man boards a flight from Johannesburg to Nairobi. He's seated, checked in, recorded on the manifest. Witnesses confirm he stowed his bag, buckled up, and waited for takeoff. Halfway through the flight, a crew member checks on him. But the seat is empty. His bag is there, his boarding pass is there, but the man? Gone. The plane never landed. No mid-air exit, no emergency. He simply disappeared. Airport footage confirmed he boarded, but there's no footage of him deplaning. Investigators reviewed every inch of the aircraft. No trace, not a single hair. Not a suicide, not a murder, not a hijacking. So what do you call it when someone phases out of existence mid-flight? One passenger described a strange sound when it happened, like radio static that suddenly went silent, as if something desynced. Maybe he wasn't supposed to be on that plane, or maybe the plane briefly crossed a seam in the fabric of reality and he fell through. The elevator game. It's just a building, just a regular elevator, but if you follow the steps exactly, you might not come back. The rules are whispered online like an urban legend. Enter alone. Use only specific floor combinations. Don't speak. Don't look at anyone who enters. And if you do it right, floor 5 won't be a floor at all. It'll be something else. They call it the elevator game, supposedly invented in Korea, but sightings and stories come from everywhere. People who've tried it report the same feeling. A pressure in the air, static in your vision, time slowing, and then the doors open. But it's not your world anymore. The lights are dim. The building is empty, everything is off, just enough to feel wrong. And if you see her, don't speak, because the woman on floor 5 isn't human. Some say it's all hallucination, sleep deprivation, just your brain spiraling into fear. But there are stories, one too many, of people who never came back. Or worse, they did return, but something was different. Friends say their voices changed, their memories got strange. One man forgot his mother's name but remembered the taste of concrete. If there are hidden layers to our world, this is one of the cracks. The static people. You ever see someone and just know they aren't real? Not because of how they look, but because of how they don't. No details, no emotions, no presence. Like they're a placeholder, an unfinished render in the background of your life. They walk like people, talk like people, but the more you pay attention, the more the mask slips. Psychologists call it pareidolia, seeing patterns where none exist. But what if it's the opposite? What if you're not supposed to notice them because they're not there for you? They're just filler. NPCs with no inner world, nothing behind the eyes. In certain towns, entire neighborhoods are rumored to be like this. Perfect streets, perfect lawns, but the people don't blink at the same speed, don't talk unless spoken to, don't age. Some say the simulation lags. It allocates more data to the main players. If you wander too far off the script, you start to see the cracks. And in those cracks, the static people. The false childhood memory. Try this. Think of a memory from when you were 5. A room, a voice, a feeling. Now ask yourself, how do you know it's real? Because your parents told you? Because your mind filled in the blanks? Because there's a photo? But here's the thing. Memories don't store like files. They recreate. Every time you remember, your brain rewrites it, like saving over a document again and again. Some memories aren't just distorted, they're implanted. One woman swore her childhood bedroom had yellow walls. Photos proved they were blue. She remembered a family dog that never existed. Even her mother insisted it was real, until other relatives said otherwise. And that's the danger. If your memories can be false, how much of your life is fabricated? We trust memory because we have nothing else. But what if the glitch isn't in the brain? It's in reality. What if your whole childhood is just a version that loaded correctly, and every time you dream about a different one, it's a file from another save? The city that shouldn't exist. In the desert, they found a city. Not ruins, not foundations, a city. Fully built, unmarked on maps, power running, water flowing. But no people, no names, no reason. Discovered by hikers in 2003 near the empty quarter, it was hidden behind dunes that weren't there the day before. GPS wouldn't work inside it, compass needles spun, radio static echoed even without devices. Inside, rooms with half-eaten meals, laptops still warm, lights flickering with no power source. And in every building, no mirrors, just empty frames. Like the city didn't want you to see yourself. When they left and returned weeks later, it was gone. No tracks, no dust, like it had never been there. They called it Mirage City. But what kind of mirage leaves footprints? The clock that ran backward. In a small town in rural Finland, a library clock went viral. Not for its design, but because it started counting backward on its own. Not just one glitch, consistently. Every day at exactly 3:17, it would tick in reverse for 7 minutes. They changed the battery, replaced the clock, swapped brands. It kept happening. Worse, security footage showed something impossible. During those 7 minutes, nobody moved. Librarians froze mid-sentence. Patrons stood still. Books hung mid-air. Then, at 3:24 p.m., everything resumed. No one noticed, not even the people in the footage. They only found out when researchers noticed the timestamp discrepancies. They called it a time loop or a glitch. But one expert put it differently. That wasn't time moving backward. That was time rewinding because someone made a mistake.